Okay. We're good. Do I need to get this microphone on, Jerry?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
Is there one up there? Yeah, that one. Is it on or can you tell?
I don't see a light. Oh, good. We'll just talk about it. How about that? See.
That microphone.
All right. Thanks for your patience, everybody. We're getting started just a little bit late. Welcome, everybody. My name is Dave Tucker. I'm Vice President for Workforce Development and Community Services here at Vincennes University. It's my pleasure to serve as the Master of Ceremonies today for the graduation of Amazon MRA Cohort number 65. Congratulations to all the graduates. Congratulations to all the friends and family who have supported your student, now graduates, over the last 12 weeks. And congratulations to all the folks that are online who have helped our students, now graduates, from afar. Typically, every time we do a graduation, we go online and we have a number of guests, both family and friends, as well as leadership from various FCs across the nation. I've been at Vincennes University now for 18 years, and I've been involved in this partnership with Amazon and the other 3Ps who support this program since we started. This dates back to 2019. Our first meeting with Amazon was in the spring of 2019, and by October of 2019, we went from the conception of Amazon wanting to run an apprenticeship program and VU already doing industrial maintenance training to having this program up and running. Very familiar with Amazon's perspective on projects, which is every day is day one. And Amazon has the ability to pivot very quickly from one position to another. People who are familiar with higher ed, we don't typically work that way. And so to go from concept to implementation in about 6 months is about day one for higher education. We were very proud to get this program up and running in October of 2019. We started it on the west side of Indianapolis in a suburb called Plainfield, and we ran two what we call legacy cohorts then. It was a different concept at that time. The thought was that we would do the related technical instruction, which is the 12 weeks that you've just gone through, over the length of the apprenticeship, so over 2 years. And once we got started on that, we realized that that was just way too long to be doing both related technical instruction and doing your on-the-job training. And it just didn't afford us the ability to put through the number of apprenticeships that were needed in order to support the automation that was going on at Amazon nationwide. So we revamped the program, and then in the spring of 2020, we rolled out the program largely as it exists today. And if you remember, in the spring of 2020, that's just when the COVID pandemic had hit, our campus shut down. In the spring semester of 2020, all of our students that were here on campus left campus, and they didn't come back for a whole year. In May of 2020, we started this program right here on campus, face-to-face, masked up, all kinds of safety precautions, and managed to get this program running in May of 2020, and we've run it continuously ever since. Here we are, 5.5 years later, and we're at Cohort 65. I couldn't be prouder to work on this program for a number of reasons, but the particularly strongest reason is all of you. All of you graduates who've come through this program, who have had doing some work, whether it was for Amazon, whether it was for 3P, or whether it was just looking to get into automation, doing a super fast, super intensive upgrade in your skills and abilities, and getting on as automation technicians in Amazon fulfillment centers. It's just been a great highlight of my 18 years here at VU to be able to work on this program. I think I speak for all of our faculty and staff here at VU. I know I speak for our president of the university, Chuck Johnson, because every time Chuck is out talking to people in the public, he brags about this Amazon program that we have here at VU. So thanks again to everyone, and congratulations to everyone. No graduation is complete in our mind without caps and gowns. You guys all suited up really well. You got your tassels on the right side. Everybody's looking good. And no graduation is complete in our mind without having a word or words from the representative class. So we've got a couple of class speakers today. We're going to say some words on behalf of the class, and we're going to start out with David Jeong. David Jeong.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. We come together to celebrate an incredible milestone, the graduation of Cohort 65 from the Amazon MRA program.
No problem.
Come together, just gonna read it all. Come together to celebrate an incredible milestone, the graduation of Cohort 65 from the Amazon MRA program. This achievement represents the grit, determination, and teamwork that got us through this challenging but rewarding experience of becoming SOC certified and moving forward as techs in our career. I'm sure we all dreaded coming here to be away from home for 12 weeks and be in school again, but the friendships created and the memories left behind will be something that we will always cherish. Each of us in this room came from different backgrounds with the same goal in mind, to better our lives and achieve a brighter future for ourselves and our families. Today, we are one step closer to the goals we set for ourselves before we started this program. To our instructors at Vincennes, thank you. You challenged us, supported us, and believed in our ability to grow into professionals. To our families and support systems, thank you for standing by us through long nights, tough exams, and moments of doubt. Your support helped carry us through to this day. And to Amazon, thank you for investing in this program and in us. The MRA program is proof that with opportunity and training, people can be empowered to pursue careers they never thought was possible. To my fellow Cohort 65 graduates, congratulations. We didn't just complete a program, we've become part of something bigger, the next generation of robotic technicians, problem solvers, and future leaders. So let's carry that forward, not just with 100% of our efforts, but with 800%. Congratulations to Cohort 65, we did it, and we're just getting started. Thank you.
Nice job. Thank you, David. Thank you. And our second student speaker today is Aleah Jeong. Ready to go? All right.
First and foremost, I have to read, okay? During this whole experience, we all have gone through some things. But I want to give recognition to one of our classmates in particular, and that's Donnie Hill. Nothing, and I mean nothing, would ever compare to losing a child. Especially while we're here during this experience. And you came back full force with no complaints, no excuses. I'm not gonna cry. And it's just so admirable, and it kept a lot of us motivated to keep going, so I salute you guys. Okay, with that said, in this experience, we felt there was no room for failure, but it can happen. And if so, we not only went in giving 100%, we aimed to give how much? 800. Let's go. And we studied day in and day out. Like study. What? Study every day. Okay? What? And why do we study every day? Because we hate failure. It's deceiving. And in Nick's words, it's a scam. You get me. So moving forward, I just want you all to know that this isn't the end. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Okay? So slap a pack on your backs and get the ball rolling at your side. And I'll leave you guys with 2 words. We are done. No, I'm just kidding. That's 3 words. That's 2 words. And in closing, from the desk of Tara, have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Aleah. I got a few more guests coming in. Feel free. Just come in and get a grab a seat. Just for for our guests today, and for the folks who are online, do want to give you a little sense of what this class consists of, and some statistics on it. We've got 22 students who started. We got 22 students who are completing, with all 18 credits from VU and all of the SOCA certifications that we offer in this program. Anybody who spends any time around workforce training programs knows that kind of completion rate is just amazing. Anybody who spends any time around community college and people who start community college programs and complete 100% number is just, it's unprecedented. And so, and for the folks who are visiting and folks who are online, understand what these graduates have been through in the last 12 weeks. We know they've called home and been concerned about how hard this program is and how fast it moves, and how difficult the work is. And they were right. You know, a typical student comes to college and they sign up for a semester, which takes place over 16 weeks. And a full-time student, all they have to do is take 12 credit hours over those 16 weeks. Typically, they'll take 15 or 16 credit hours, but anywhere from 12 to 15 is considered a full-time load for a college student. What all of you did was come in here and sign up for 18 credit hours, which is an enormous amount of work to be done in one semester, and you didn't do it in 16 weeks, you did it in 12 weeks. That's an amazing lift. And if any of you ever had any kind of reservations or any kind of doubts as to what kind of students you are and what kind of college potential you have, you've fulfilled that. And you've proved that to your family members. You proved that to your coworkers, that you can do very serious academic work in addition to doing the technical work that's going to be required when you get back to your FCs. It's really an amazing achievement. And everybody here at VU has full respect for what you got yourselves into and what you're completing today. A few stats on this class, in addition to the fact we had 22 who started and 22 who finished. The average age here is 35 years old. The average age on campus is about 21 years old, meaning most of the students who come to VU are students who have pretty much come directly from high school to college. Maybe they've done a gap year or done a little bit of time doing something else between the time that they completed high school and they came to this program. Obviously, a number of you in this room have had a lot of life experience between the time you walked off the days in high school with your high school diploma and coming here. And what that means to me, and what I understand from having worked with adult learners a long time, is that you've had to give up a lot more to come to this program. We realize, and we can see in the room, you got family that depend on you. You know, you've got friends who depend on you. You're important to your communities that you've left for the last 12 weeks. Thanks for putting all that on hold. Thanks for everybody back in your hometowns for accepting the fact that you were going to have to be gone for a while so that you could make this big leap and come back with better skills and more responsibility and bigger paychecks. And that's all really, really important. Vincennes University, 92% of our students come from the state of Indiana. And 95% of our graduates, when they graduate, they go to jobs within Indiana. This program isn't anything like that. In this class, we got 22 different students from 10 different states. The geography that's represented in this room, much more representative of what Amazon is. And we love the fact that you were willing to come from those 10 states here to Southwestern Indiana to pursue this. And unlike, we have 4 employer partners in this program, Amazon being the primary sponsor of the apprenticeship, but also the 3 Ps, CBRE, CWS, and JLL. And this is one of these classes that has 3 of those 4 represented in this group. So you're going back to a lot of different places. You're going to work for various employers, and we wish you the very best. And we're very proud that we're able to knit this thing together so that we can bring in people from so many different places and that number of different employers. As the students know, our faculty is outstanding. This is a group of people who combine industry experience. Every person who works on this program has been out on the line running automation like you're going to be responsible for doing. And they've done it under the same kind of difficult, stressful pressure that you're going to face. And they bring that to the classroom. But then the other thing that they bring, unlike people who are expert techs out there in the automation world, is they bring the ability to take that knowledge that they have in their head, that knowledge that they have in their hands, and translate that to you so that you've got that. That's what we look for in all of our instructors that we have. I want to recognize our instructors that we have here at VU: Joshua Brett, Charles Martin, Wesley Rourke, James Schultz, Dan Sinescu, and Larry Tennant. Let's give all them a hand. I also want to recognize our administrative staff, Jerry Ruble, who runs all of our industrial maintenance programs, Brett McCandless, who comes from a long history teaching in our College of Technology, and we're the great benefactor of having Brett here as our lead instructor, and Rochelle Urban, who takes care of all the administrative tasks that we have done around here. Thanks again to all three of you too. And so then, in addition to having student speakers, you two are great. Thanks for doing that. We always like to bring in somebody from our faculty to speak on the cohort that just occurred. And I'm proud to introduce, as our faculty speaker today, Jason Grimme. Jason came to us early in 2025. He's been a great addition to this team. And you know, he brings all this talent. Every 2 weeks though, just to keep him humble, I beat him in an arm wrestling contest. But other than that, he's unbeatable in every other way. Jason, thanks again for speaking. Glad to have you here.
Hey guys, I'll keep this brief. You guys have been listening to me for the last 6 weeks. Probably tired of hearing my voice, right? So first off, congratulations, and don't take that lightly, and don't take what you guys did if you're lightly. Okay, don't think, well, I didn't get an advanced degree, so it wasn't. No, do not underplay what you've done. Like our vice president said, you guys took on more than a full load for a semester in 12 weeks. And if you talk to anybody that's ever taken 18 credit hours in a semester, they will tell you how hard that was. What you've done is difficult, and you did it well. Some of you, it was a little easier for. Some of you struggled a little more and had to work a little harder. That's the way life is. You know, we were talking earlier talking with somebody that the people that cruise through one class and it's easy, they might struggle in the next one. And everybody had their struggle points, but the advantage is, or the good point is, everybody in this room worked through them. Reached out to your other classmates. I saw study groups. You guys organized on your own. I heard you guys bouncing quiz questions off of one another after the quiz, discussing. You guys do what it takes. That teamwork is what it takes when you get out in the field. You're not going to do this on your own. You're going to have a team around you. You're going to have to lean on those people. So don't underestimate what you've done. Those of you that are, I guess all of you, were in there in class the other day when I told you, when I was running work, I always tried to hire people that were better than me. Because people that are better than you make the boss look good. And in this instance, you guys make all of us look good with your hard work. You guys are the crew, and you guys did the work. You guys made us look good by your talent, your dedication, and your work. So I know we appreciate that a lot. Moving forward, I told you guys the other day, this isn't the end by any means. Apply for the position, the advancement that maybe you don't think you can get. You didn't think you could do this when you got here, but look what you did. Don't be scared of challenge in life, because always look at this. If you overcame this, you can overcome anything, except maybe those classes. But it's distracting, folks. No, seriously, don't let any challenge look insurmountable. Always look back on this and think about what you felt like the day you walked in here. Those of you that took PLC troubleshooting SOC on Monday, if we had handed you that test the day you got here, how many would have passed it? How many would have understood the questions? But you all passed it. Not only passed it, you all passed it well. So look at how far you've come. It happened over 12 weeks, you didn't notice it. You didn't notice the change. But there's a change in every one of your skill sets and every one of your knowledge. So moving forward, don't limit yourself. Always look at this as I overcame that, pushed through that, I can do the next thing. And so in parting, I guess, I believe credits Michael Jordan maybe, that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take the chances. Take the chances, move out there, try to advance yourselves, build on this. And most importantly in this career, guys, be safe. Be safe. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jason. We are going to be, handing out certificates that represent the certificate of program completion, 18 credit hours from Vincennes University, as well as your SOCA certifications. The 18 credit hour certificate is a formal academic credential that's recognized by VU. It's recognized for the Higher Learning Commission. And it is 100% stackable to a Vincennes University degree. And today you're probably thinking more about wrapping this thing up and getting home, enjoying the weekend, and getting back out on your new position. But I don't want you to lose sight of what Jason was pointing out and what your instructors have talked to you about over the last 12 weeks, which is you are all very, very capable people. You're also very, very capable of completing college degrees if that's what you choose to do. And if you have military experience, if you have other college credits that you bring to this, you can work with Rochelle and our college advisors to take those 18 credit hours and translate those, apply those towards a VU degree. We've had a number of students who've come through this program who've done that and very successfully gone on to complete VU associate's degrees and VU bachelor's degrees, because we have a bachelor degree in technology as well. And the other thing about this, and family members and friends, realize this, this can all be done at no cost to you, out of pocket. This program you came to, you made big sacrifice. There's no doubt about it. You made a big investment to come through this program, but you didn't have to reach in your pocket like most traditional college students have to do to pay for tuition or to pay for housing and books. All of that was taken care of by your employer. And if you're an Amazon Blue Badge, you get $5,250 a year to apply towards tuition to pursue your degree. And the other three Ps have other various tuition reimbursement programs. But we would, if the opportunity presents itself, we'd welcome you to come back to VU. You can do it by distance ed, so you don't have to come back to Vincennes. If you want us to send you one of those mattresses to sleep on while you study for your classes by distance ed, we could try to recreate those conditions. No, you can take your study breaks over here at Cutter's Way. No, you're saying no to all that. I get it. Everybody has their own path as to what they're going to do with this program and how they're going to proceed through the rest of the apprenticeship and what they're going to do with their skills around automation. What I'm trying to let you know is there are a lot of different things you can do, and we'd like for VU to be a part of the future for you if that works out to be the case. A lot of different test scores, a lot of different things happen along the way. I'm always very interested in having outstanding students that do great on their SOCAs, do great on every one of their daily quizzes. But what I'm most concerned with is every time we have a class come in, we start, and when we end with the same number that we started with, and we get 100% completion, that's really the measure of our success. And I think it's really the measure of your success, as Jason said, that you came in here as a group, you're leaving here as a group, you're all pulling down the same credential. You may go on to do different things, but the goal here was bring everybody in, get everybody through successfully, And that's what we did. And that also takes a certain cohesiveness of a class to pull that off. And we've been very fortunate that the last several classes that we've had have done that. I think it's attributable to all of you. It's attributable to our staff. But we've had classes that came in and they didn't gel. They didn't form study groups. They went off on their own and didn't participate with their fellow students. And that didn't lead to success for them, and it didn't lead to overall success for our class. But here we are, 12 weeks later, 22 for 22, which is great. It also brings us to the very formal part of this, to this ceremony. And so would all of the candidates qualifying for the certificate of program completion please stand? That's everybody in a cap and gown. Thank you. It's my privilege to certify that these candidates meet the necessary qualifications for the conferring of the certificate of program completion in mechatronics, robotics, and automation. The faculty has prepared the students to meet the requirements of Vincennes University to join me in recommending the appropriate degrees be conferred. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Vincennes University Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer on you the certificates of program completion with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. You may now turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, graduates of Amazon Cohort 65. Now we're going to hand out the certificates. Brett's going to read the names. When you hear your name called, come over, get a certificate from Jerry and me. Family members, feel free to come over and take pictures of your graduates. Afterwards, you can also take pictures in front of the banner and otherwise. And if you will, upon completion of the ceremony, if everybody stick around, and we'll take at least a few group shots there in front of the banner as well. So, Brett, you ready? Take it away. Jason Burke. Great job. Oh, no, here, you're going to get your picture. Rochelle's going to take everybody's pictures and she'll post them this afternoon. Got it.
Let's go, David. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Okay, how many of you believe me when I tell you that I beat Jason in arm wrestling every 2 weeks?
No, I don't. There's no way.
You're right. I only do it once a month. Thanks again. Great graduation. Wonderful way for everybody to start out on the next chapter of your careers. Let's take a group photo after this. I know we got a lot of family and friends, so feel free to stick around and take photos and do all that kind of stuff. We got a few parting words from Brett, and then we'll be adjourned. Congratulations again.
I don't have a lot to say. I just wanted to take this opportunity since I don't get to see you all the time like the other instructors do. I just wanted to be able to say collectively, congratulations to all of you. Pretty big deal what you did, what you accomplished. It's no small feat. When you get back to the sites, you talk to other people who've been through the program, they'll understand, what you've done and how hard you had to be here. So just make sure that, you are practicing the safety that you learned here when you're back on the job. Whatever you learned here about yourself, how you can overcome things and how you can accomplish things that you thought at first were maybe too difficult, or you wouldn't be able to do it, and you got through it. Just take those things with you in life and know that you can get through these things and you can, apply yourselves to get achievements of things, especially for further schooling and education if you want, or on the job. Don't be afraid to tackle that new position or new project that comes up. You can do it. You can get through it. The last thing I just have to say is probably the most important thing is to make sure you turn in your room key before you leave. Thank you. Good luck.